Good afternoon to all. A very warm welcome from Masters India. So I am Nishank Goyal, CEO at Masters India. Today I am going to talk about compliance automation for large enterprises such as yours. So before that, I would like to introduce the company to you. Masters India was established in 1999 and we started with manufacturing. And with time, we went on to diversify into other sectors. And in 2016, we became a GST Suvidha provider. So one of the 34 companies in India with access to GST APIs. And since then, we have been helping large enterprises using solutions from SAP, Microsoft, Oracle with their GST and e-bill compliance. Some of the clients you see here were the clients that have been acquired in the last 2 years. We started this IT division with a simple mission to build intuitive softwares for complex business problems faced by businesses across the globe. And GST is the first step towards building intuitive softwares. Now, why GST and why to CIOs? It is a digital age for compliance. What I mean by that is that from multiple independent tax regimes to a single but connected tax regime has been created by Government of India with the help of technology. So from about 17 different taxes to one single GST in 2017, we were promised vast simplification, but what we got was a deluge of compliance forms and different compliances with much more tax responsibility on the companies itself. So when we talk about GST return filing, what we are seeing is that now these companies, the companies such as yours, do not only have to report granular data at invoice level, at item level, but also take the responsibility of your supplier's compliance, because the ITC is very much dependent on your suppliers filing their returns on time. And then a year later, in April last year, e-bill was also introduced. Now, this meant that all the invoices with a value of 50,000 or above needed a way bill. It became an operational nightmare, and for some companies, even a petty mistake like an incorrect date on the way bill form meant lakhs in penalties. So, the compliance did not only change, but business processes were to be aligned, and things change in terms of supply chain relationship also. Now, transport, who will be responsible for, let's say, incorrect way bill? Will it be the transporter or the supplier? And who will be responsible for inaccurate return filing? Will it be the buyer or supplier? Who takes the responsibility? And do we really know has the supplier filed the wrong return, right? And then this overall created an impact in terms of cost, whereby very expensive consultants were hired to ensure that the transition happened correctly. For most, it did not. Several cases are now pending in court. And there were various costs in terms of non-compliance also associated. For instance, an incorrect e-way bill could amount to tax penalty equivalent to the tax on the invoice itself. So invoice worth a CR would have about 18 lakhs in tax penalty, even because maybe the date is wrong on the e-way bill. So where do we fit in? Where does Masters India fits in all of this, and how we can help? So we have various solutions for enterprises, starting from simple GST verification APIs, which you can use to actually ensure that the vendor and buyer data master is correct, which is the first step towards ensuring that the compliance actually happens correctly, to building your own solutions. And we are also SAP certified API partners, whereby we integrate with the digital solution directly and enable you to do the compliance directly from SAP. And then we have built our standalone solutions around GST and e-bill, which works as standalone and also integrates with your ERP, be it SAP, be it Oracle, be it Microsoft. Most of our customers are actually using SAP, and they have decided to choose us over other solution providers because of very specific reasons, which I'll be discussing shortly. Now, what we also realized at the same time is that a lot of companies, despite having the biggest of ERP implementations, were using Excel for generating some of the tax document. They were scattered across their laptops and desktops, and no one knew who was doing what in different departments. So we actually went on to build an invoicing and inventory solution also, which enables different departments to create their own custom tax documents and use them as necessary, and putting everything in place. So there's a huge access control available. At the same time, there's a flexibility in terms of doing the tax documents within the department. One example is delivery challan. A lot of times it is being created through Excel, not your SAP systems. So now, what is our philosophy? We work with three aims in our mind. Whenever someone implements our solution, we want them to work less, so the work should reduce for them. Then we want the work that remains should become easier to finish. That is our work easier philosophy. And then obviously we want accuracy to reach highest of level, because accuracy is paramount in case of compliance. What I'll be doing now is discussing few case studies with you all in and around how we really implemented these solutions and how we actually went on to help some of the largest companies in the world in case of their GST and e-bill compliance. Now, starting with this global color and specialty chemical company with a revenue north of $1.5 billion, headquartered in Sudan, having 25 plants globally, serving 100 countries. They had a very large volume of e-bills to be generated. Now, they did not want to increase the manpower, and that was not only the concern because of cost, but also they thought that a simple mistake at 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the night could mean lakhs in penalty. So there were concerns around data sanctity as well. Plus, shipments could have been delayed if the e-bill was not created on time. So what they were looking for is complete automation, and that is what we delivered. So we enabled them to create an e-bill. Actually, they do not create e-bill anymore. System does it for them. So every time an invoice is created, the system automatically creates a corresponding e-bill and tracks it for them. So they have a valid e-bill for each invoice, and they really do not miss compliance. So something that I would like to show you here in the SAP system, this is sort of a different solution that have been delivered to other SAP customers. In case, let's say, your invoice has been created and the dispatch is going to happen 2 days later, then how do you really generate the e-bill from SAP? All the details are picked from SAP. And against the invoice, you have to just press the single button called Generate e-bill. And once you press it, the e-bill comes in SAP actually, and no other effort is required on your end. Providing further simplification in terms of e-bill creation, and now this can be tracked directly from SAP. Even a notification goes to the user in case the e-bill is about to be expired before it reaches the location. Now we are exploring further integrations with companies like Rombi, Freight Tiger, and Loginext, whereby we will enable tracking of the movement from the truck and auto extension of the waybill, ensuring that no manual intervention at any point is required in terms of waybill compliance, totally removing any human effort whatsoever. So this is how you can see the e-waybill status report within your SAP environment. Now another case study that I would like to share is of the largest sporting goods retailer in the world, revenue north of $12 billion, headquartered in France with over 1,500 stores across the globe. Now their SAP was globally managed, it is in Germany, and the German team did not want to give access to their SAP environment to third party. So what we did for them, the challenge for them, first I'll discuss the challenge. The challenge for them was that they had invoices 20 pages long with over 800 line items. So by the time the user entered that invoice into the e-waybill portal, the portal expired. So they were not able to generate e-waybill for those invoices, and plus there was no way to check 800 line items were entered correctly or not. So how do you really enable automation without actually integrating with the source system? There we delivered a unique solution, and it remains a USP to us. Thereby we actually, before that I show you how the solution works. This is a PDF which is basically 16 pages long, and imagine entering all this detail again into online government portal. It's really not possible. So what we did for them is that we enabled our system to read these PDFs, and now a lot of large enterprises who cannot get access to their SAP environment use this solution to generate e-waybills in an automated fashion. As you can see, 800 plus line items imported in few seconds into our solution, and now it is ready to generate an e-waybill. The user just has to press the submit button, and as we can see, an e-waybill number has been generated, which means that now this can be tracked, and they don't have to do anything else. Actually, it's that simple. So really ensuring that the compliance effort reduces, no new manpower is required in terms of doing this new compliance. So the third and final case study that I would like to share with you is of the largest e-commerce company in India, a turnover north of $3 billion, growing very fast, headquartered in Bangalore. So as I was speaking earlier about tax credit, right? So in GST, it is buyer's responsibility now to ensure that their suppliers are filing returns on time. They should be providing all the invoices for which they are claiming tax credit, and if it is not there, then government says it is not our responsibility but yours. And if you take the credit for that, it can be reversed in due time when the audit happens. So now imagine a manufacturing company doing a 10,000 crores in turnover. They would have purchase of about 70 to 80%, meaning that hundreds of crores in ITC at any given point of time. which means a percentage here and there would mean few crores. So it's a big figure that we are talking about. Now, in case of this company, they had thousands and thousands of small suppliers and millions of invoices coming to them on annual basis. They didn't know whether they were even filing returns or not. And doing it over the government portal was not possible for them. They have over 80 business units, tax business units that they are operating out of. And each business units have lakhs and lakhs of invoices. So what we did for them, we basically gave them our GST return filing solution and reconciliation solution, which enables them to actually identify which supplier is filing returns on time or not, and if they have filed return, how many invoices have been filed in that return. So this is our reconciliation solution where they can choose that, okay, they want to do a reconciliation of the data that the supplier has provided versus the data they have in the purchase register. Once they have selected this, they can decide to do it over a single business unit or over a multiple business unit, and then also select over which months they would like to do this reconciliation for. And the system will automatically bucket all this information into relevant brackets like matched invoices, which they don't have to take action, mismatched information, where there is a gap in the information provided by the supplier and in the purchase register. As you can see, it pinpoints to the exact error, and then you can also send email directly from the solution, enabling the supplier to know that there has been an error. And then there are other relevant buckets which allow you to really go on, ensure that this reconciliation happens on a monthly basis, since the deadlines are so tight. 11th by 11th GSTR 1 is to be filed, by 28th GSTR 3B is to be filed. There are other return forms, there's ITC 04, there's GST 9 coming up. So how do you really ensure that the compliance is happening without using technology? It's not really possible. And what these large enterprises similar to yours, they have taken technology first approach, and that's why CIOs play a very important role. Now, lastly, I would like to basically call upon my dear friend, Mr. Vipul Anand, who's CIO of HSIL, on stage and really share his experience as a CIO and leading this technology solution in his enterprise, and what challenges they were facing and why did they decide to go with Masters India and how we really helped them. So can we have a big hand from Mr. Vipul Anand here?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank Nishank ji for having invited me on this stage during his presentation. I was not aware, he told me just during lunchtime. And a couple of thoughts which I want to share while listening to his conversation was, first of all, you must understand what the company is. Whenever you are interacting with someone from an organization, what comes to your mind is what is the background, what is the company, and what is the person. So that's what came to my mind when we first interacted and our team brought Masters India. And when I met this gentleman who is so simple. And what came out was, you should not look at his appearance. He is a very simple, down-to-earth person, but they are having a very solid background. Those of you who are not aware, Masters India is a large group into metal sector in the country. And his father is the promoter of that group. And as it happens, parents, all these big shot promoters, they send their kids overseas for education. So I believe Nishank also went abroad for his education. And when he came back, all of them have got a technology mindset. And with that mindset, he came back to India and he established this organization, which is the IT wing of Masters India. And he actually ventured into an area which was in big demand in those times of 2017 when GST was being introduced, and when all organizations, including us, were in a state of confusion as to how do we go about it. And government was publishing a lot of compliance norms every day, a lot of patches were coming up, and big companies, including Big Fours, including SAP, Oracles of the world, all of them were coming with their own solutions. And many of the organizations have actually invested in all these solutions, including SAP solutions from all those Big Fours and all that. And what happened actually was they landed up into much more of troubles. Because all these solution providers have not gone into the depth of two things. One is the processes which the organizations in our country are following, the legacy data which they are maintaining in terms of their tax, as he has shown in one of his slides. There were a dozen odd tax norms which were replaced by one tax norm, which is GST. And third and important was that the product and the services which they were offering were not so simple, they were very complex. And here came a solution which was very simple, which was actually coming and sitting on your existing ERP as he has demonstrated in his demonstration. It is pulling data from SAP and it is giving you all the required reports which are required by the government to work on. So I am very happy to share that Nishank ji and his team have done a wonderful task for my organization, Hindware Group. We are a large organization. We have 8 diversified businesses. All of them were having a lot of pain areas on the GST compliance. And we actually are a large SAP customer also. And I don't know if SAP people are sitting in this room, they can also hear. We actually decided to move on to the SAP TCS solution, which is the SAP GST compliance solution. And somehow it could not work. And our people, they ended up into a lot of reconciliation issues and a lot of problems. And that's when then they came along with other competitive vendors who were proposed by my team. And then when I personally went into the evaluation finalization and I interacted with them, I found them to be quite suitable to addressing our pain areas, addressing our requirements. And here we are. I think this is the second year of our association. And we look forward to a continued and strengthened association with you and your team. Thank you so much.
So I would like to thank Vipulji for his kind words, and that sums up my presentation as well. We would be happy to take any questions. You can come to our booth, it's basically right outside there, and we also have lucky draw which you can participate in by filling the form that is in your kit, and that's all from our side. Thank you.